Hello! Yes, I'm David Murphy, and you may recognise me from such sketches as that bee and wasp atrocity. That was good, wasn't it? Anyway, I've got to get on with material that I haven't really practiced, so I've got it just here. And if anybody's wondering what 20 minutes worth of material looks like, looks like a lot of pieces of paper covered in a lot of words, and I know what you're thinking. Dave, do you not believe in paragraphs? No, Jack Britton, no I don't. Anyway, I am aware, by the way, I look like a cross between that guy off the Choir show and a guy who's rapidly running out of celebrities he looks like. I'd be very naive to think I could live off that Harry Potter Gok one bit forever, but I've always been quite a naive person. I was a very naive child. Like you tell me something when I was a kid and I'd believe it. Like we used to have milk at lunchtimes, and somebody told me that if I hold on to the milk carton for too long, it's a grenade. And that's going to blow up. And so every time it got to lunchtime, they'd pass me some milk and I would throw it as far as I could. Which is how me and lactose intolerant Stephen fell out. But yeah, I was a very naive kid. We used to play Kiss Chase at school, and I was genuinely the only person in the school that didn't quite clock what Kiss Chase was really about. So while everybody else was basking in the female attention, I was running away really, really far. And like they'd be like, go! And I'd sprint off, and I'd look behind me, and like all my class would be getting kissed by all the girls. And instead of thinking, I'm missing a trick, I'd think, God, I'm good. My God, I am so fast. I could walk the rest. They are not chasing me at all. I'd look back, and a guy called Jake, who was in my class, would be getting most of the attention, because all the guys love Jake. All the girls love Jake. The guy over the fence loved Jake. I did not love Jake. He made me lower the tone of the set by making a paedophile gag. And there was one time where I actually did get caught in Kiss Chase. But normally I'd be just running around casting spells at people because they told me I looked like Harry Potter. And I was a person that was too scared to make toast because I thought bread was claustrophobic. But apparently I could speak fluent Latin because I was making spells all over the place. And so I'd just be running around doing my spells in Kiss Chase, and I once got caught because I attached myself to Jake with a combination of PVA, glue, bogies and stickle bricks. And one of the girls came up and started kissing on Jake, and another girl came over and realised Jake was occupied and she'd have to move on to me. So she came over reluctantly, lips pursed, eyes crying. And she leaned in, but I was not ruining my clean streak. I jabbed my wand in her face and shouted Expelliarmus. And it worked brilliantly. Sorry, I'm a bit lost.
Paragraphs.
Is this the first page?
Shut up, Jack! It's one of the pages. Anyway, yeah, so obviously I was a very naive child, and I did used to jab my wand into girls' faces, which isn't quite as sexual as it sounds. So anyway, I'm single, and I do a lot of crazy things because I'm alone. I watch Brainiac, and you know the section that says things that make you go, hmm? I shout at John Tickle every time he does not successfully make me go, hmm. I reenact the Famous Five, but I play all the characters, because I've got no one to share it with. I run into crowded lifts and I put my arms around everyone and go, oh, glad the old gang's back together. Last time I did that, a pensioner jabbed me in the nipple with an umbrella. not allowed in lifts anymore. Obviously I was a naive kid, and my brother knew it, and my God did he exploit it. Like, we went to Legoland once. Any Legoland fans in the room? Oh, grow up. Yeah, we went off to Legoland, and the first thing we did was the gold sifting. You have to get gold, and it's all fake, but my brother told me it was real. So did anybody else do the gold sifting thing? Yeah. Did anybody else send off 12 envelopes to cash for gold? Just me. I never did get those envelopes back, which is strange because they're such a reputable company. And then we did the Legoland drive-in, and my brother, of course, convinced me that the licence was real, which was all fun and games at Legoland. But then when I got home and hijacked my mum's Land Rover and drove it into the back of his Ford Fiesta, he was not laughing. Especially when I'd then wind down the window and smugly flash my Legoland driving licence. He was not a happy bunny. We then moved on to the Harry Potter Lego section, and there's a big statue of the Lego Harry Potter, and he goes, "Look, it's you." And that was enough to convince me I was made of Lego. And so I'm just staying still, and they're carrying on. They're going into the next section. I can't move. I wave goodbye to my mum with my claw Lego hand. I'm going up to strangers like, can you pull me apart? See if I'm made of Lego. And they'd pull, and I wouldn't come apart. And that wouldn't convince me I was human. That just convinced me I was made of the little flat bits that never come apart. And I'll be waving my mum off and saying, Go now! Leave me here, I'm with my people now." And she said, "She sounded like a dick." And I just stood there and realised I was sounding like a dick. I could still move, so I slowly sort of moved away, but the torture was not over. My brother had another little game up his sleeve. He decided to convince us both that the only way out of Legoland was out the petting zoo. And I was terrified of animals. And so we got up there, and there was a pen full of llamas. And I was bricking it. Literally. Not proud of that. Not at all. And we were waiting there at the fence, and the llamas were sort of squaring up to us. And my mum was, oh bless her, she was an absolute saint. She was like, "No, I've got you. I'll look after you." She took me by the hand. She said, "I'll be with you every step of the way." And we walked in, and the llama made a beeline for us. And my mum, in her ultimate bravery, got a bag of food. She screamed really loud, and she threw it at the llama's face, and then legged it to the other side of the fence, jumped over and locked it. I am now locked in with a very angry llama, and I go to run away, but I can't because my Lego feet are in the floor,